Welcome to my channel again. Good morning to all. And how are you? And today, just I have collected three questions and three very important questions for the entrance studies and for the board standards also. So these three questions are actually, it is not the basic level question, it is the advanced level questions. And these three questions, if you know how to solve this type of questions, then I think this relation chapter is about to complete. I think almost 80% to 90%. So that means this type of questions are very important for actually for clearing the concept and for actually for getting too much confidence in this chapter. So I think these three chapters, these three questions, this type of questions, actually it is not sure that the same question, the same question will come to exam. It is not actually sure, but this type of questions is very important. And I think so far I know in CBSC, I think in 2018, okay, in 2018 this question came, this question number 2 came, and the same type of question, but this equivalence class was not there up to this part, show that R is equivalence. Up to this part, this question came. So it is very important for everyone that to solve this type of questions as well. And I'm just trying to make you clear and so that you can solve this type of questions as well. And today, actually, this for solving this type of questions, here you can see the new concepts is there, and find the equivalence class of this. I think this equivalence class concept was not discussed in the various classes. So for that, this equivalence class part, okay, just if you mark it, just at first you mark this part, okay, equivalence class. Okay, so at first this we will have to solve every questions, just whether this given relation set is equivalence or not. After that, this equivalence class will be discussed in other videos. Okay, the question will be same, but the equivalence class of this equivalence class, if I discuss this equivalence class in this video, I think this video will be longer. So this longer video, actually it is very tough to upload on this YouTube channel. So for this equivalence class there will be a separate video, and I will discuss this equivalence class, and the same questions will be discussed. Okay, so in that video, just if you connect this part from these two questions, then it may be discussed further. Okay, so at first this equivalence proof, this proof, I think we had done a lot of questions regarding this equivalence class, equivalence relation. And regarding this equivalence class, I will actually prepare a separate video today itself, and I will discuss how to solve this equivalence class or not. Okay, equivalence class is very important for the entrance studies also, and this type of questions is also important for entrance. This question is very important for entrance. Okay, so these two questions are important for the board, and this question is important for the entrance actually. So just in this video we will solve these three questions. So instead of actually wasting our time by discussing this relevant things, just we will have to move to our solution here. Just you can see the questions, three questions are there. Just you can write the questions first, okay, and then one by one each and every questions will be discussed in this video. Okay, so just one by one, 1 2 3 पहले ये questions सब लिख लीजिए आप लोग. Okay, just pause the video and just see the questions and write the questions in your copies as well. Okay, so just write the questions first, and just after that I will start to solve. Okay, now here the first question is what? One relation set is given. One relation is given actually, and it is working on n cross n set. Just before solving these questions, this type of questions, I think in our last video, up to our last video, we used to solve that kind of questions where the set used to be given in the singular form. There is the relation on A set, relation on R set, relation on N set, single set is given. But here N cross N, the product set is, that means the product of two sets are given. So as you all know that the product set means what? Just if you have A cross B, okay, so if A set is 1, 2, 3, 4 and B set is what? 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you have this A and B, two sets, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 3, 4, 5. Okay, so then if you want to find the product of these two sets, then I think with this one, I think this product set, you have the actual basic concept regarding this products of two sets in class 11 also. So again, just I am discussing for your conveniences. So 1, 3, the first order pair is what? 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. Okay, and then 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5. And then 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5. Okay. Then 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, 4 and 4. So these are the collection of all the order pairs of A cross B. So here the collection means a set sign will have to be given, and there is and here it is the order pair set here, and the set is called A cross B. A cross B. It means a product set is looking like that. That means some collections of order pairs. I think this various kinds of order pairs will belong to the product set. And here N cross N is given. Here also the same thing. N cross N. N means what? Natural number set. Okay. Here the two natural number set will have to be chosen. Here natural number set. Natural number, as you all know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, dot 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 dot, dot up to infinity. And here also 1, 2, 3, 4. That means two natural number set. And N cross N will be, as you all know, that just like that you have to prepare a order pair set. That means infinite number of order pairs will be there in N cross N. Infinite number of order pairs. Okay. So on this N cross N set, one relation is working, and the relation is given what? If you choose, just you can see here there is a set N cross N. Here is another set N cross. As you all know, for constructing a relation or a mapping, we need to take two sets at a time. So here two sets N cross N, one set, and the second set is N cross N, because the relation is working on N cross N. It is given in the question. Okay. So N cross N, N cross N. So here in this N cross N, various types of order pairs will be there. Here also different types of order pairs will be there. Okay. So between these two sets, a relation is working. That means what? The relation between two order pairs. So here you can see, if you choose A comma B, a order pair, and here you choose, just randomly I have chosen. Just you can see here also, according to the question, in the first set they have chosen A comma B order pair, and from the second set C comma D order pair was chosen. So if you construct a relation between them, so then this relation can be constructed when this condition will be satisfied. And the condition is what? A plus D equals to B plus C. That means when this condition will be satisfied, then the relation between the order pairs A comma B and C comma D can be constructed here. Okay? Okay? So now here given A comma B are C comma D. That means the relation between the order pairs, two order pairs. Okay? This A plus D equals to B plus C. It is given. Okay? Okay? Now, for getting this equivalence property, reflexive property. For this reflexive property. As you all know, for the reflexive property, two same elements needs to be chosen. Two same elements needs to be chosen. Okay, so here the same elements. Here each and every element is in the form of a order pair. Here this is your first element, second, first. These are the elements here actually. Elements. That means the relation between these two elements will be constructed when this condition will be satisfied. Okay. Now, if you find a similarity, what is the similarity here? Here you can see these are two order pairs. So here A plus D, that means this two element is added here, and B plus C. B plus C. That means A plus D equals to B plus C here. So that means whenever and wherever you need to construct this given condition, just you have to maintain this similarity here. Okay. So that means the first and last element will be added, and this middle two elements will be added. Okay. So now reflexive, for the reflexive property, two elements, the two same elements needs to be chosen. Okay. So here, if here elements is A comma B is the first element equals to C comma D. Here in our actually the last questions, in last solutions, just if A equals to B was chosen, A equals to B was chosen, because we had chosen two elements A and B here. But here the elements are what? Order pair A comma B is the first element, and order pair C comma D is the second element. So if the two elements are same, that means what? Two order pairs are same. A comma B equals to C comma D. So if these two elements are same, then at first you have to write the given condition first. Okay. After that, all of the things will be solved. Here A comma B or C comma D implies A plus D equals to B plus C. It is your given condition. Now, if order pair A comma B equals to C comma D, if these two order pairs are same, that means in place of C and D, here you can see in place of C and D, we can put A and B respectively, because both the order pairs are same. If the two order pairs are same, then this element same and this element is also same. So here the condition becomes, if the two order pairs are same, that means what? In place of C and D, we can put A and B here. So just A in place of D, what should I put here? In place of D, B. And B plus C, in place of C, what should I put? A. So here we can see A plus B equals to B plus C. In the middle, equal sign is there. So you tell me, this equal sign, is it satisfied? This both side result are the same. A plus B and B plus A are the same. If they are same, that means this equal sign can be chosen here and can be plotted here. Okay. So A plus B equal to B plus A, according to my knowledge, and so far I know that according to everyone, that should be equal. A plus B and B plus A. Okay. So A plus B equals to B plus A means both are same. A plus B, A plus B. So this equal sign is satisfied. That means what? In place of C comma D order pair, we can replace this C comma D order pair by A comma B. So just write that. So A comma B order pair or A comma B order pair exists. So R is in place of C and D, you can see A comma B or C comma D. In place of C comma D, just I have chosen A comma B here. Okay, so that means the relation between two same order pairs, and it is the property of reflexivity, I think. So R is reflexive. So R is what? Reflexive. Okay. Then okay, reflexive proved. Now our next part. Our next part what? Our next part, symmetry. Symmetry property. Okay. So symmetry. So here same thing, A comma B and C comma D. That means the relation between two order pairs can be expressed as A plus D equals to B plus C. It is your given condition. So in the symmetric property, as you all know, just if you are interchanging their positions also, that means the elements position. So here the element position is what? First element is order pair A comma B, and the second element is order pair C comma D. So just if you are interchanging their positions, that means in place of C and D, A B will come, and in place of A comma B, C D will come. Okay, just replace it. So after replacing and after interchanging their values, if the condition will remain same, then the condition will be satisfied. And if the condition will be satisfied, then that means that actually this interchanging, after this interchanging, if the condition is going to be satisfied, then I think you can interchange the order pair positions also. So if you can interchange the positions of the order pairs of the elements, then the symmetricity property will be proved. Okay. So here now A comma B, just we are interchanging C comma D. Okay. So that means in place of A and B, C D will have to be chosen. Okay. So in place of A and B, C and D will have to be chosen. Just remember this thing. In place of A and B, where this A and B exist? This A, B. So A, in place of A, what should I write? C. Okay. And here, in place of this B, what should I write? D. Okay. Now, in place of D, what should I write? B. And in place of C, what should I write? B. So, here, this condition A plus D equals to, this can be written as B plus C. A plus D equals to B plus C. So, here you can see, is there any difference between the given condition and this newly constructed equation? Is there any difference between these two? This part is given, I think, and this is a newly constructed equality. Okay. Is there any difference between these two? You can see there is no difference between these two. That means this condition and this condition the same. That means what? We can interchange the order pair positions also. So it means if you can interchange the position of the order pairs, then what? Then the symmetric property is satisfied. So interchanging C comma D are A comma B. Okay, according to the question, the order pair was, the relation was what? A comma B are C comma D. Now you are interchanging their positions. That means C comma D are A comma B. Okay, that means exists. So what? R is symmetric. R is symmetric. Okay? Am I right? If you have any doubt in this type of question, just you can ask any question in the comment section, and I will prepare another video on this type of questions. Okay? So now, transitive property. Transitive property. Okay. Transitive property. 3 elements and 3 human beings are required here. So here 3 elements means what? Each and every element will be in the form of order pairs. So here, let we have to choose 3 elements. That means the first element A comma B, second element B comma C, C comma D, and third element is E comma F. And all of the order pairs belongs to natural number set. Okay, so here the friendship between these two, we know they have their friendship also individually. So A comma B, C comma D. They have their relation, okay, friendship relation, and it can be defined as what? A plus D equals to B plus C. It is the equation number 1. And they have their friendship also. Okay, so there is C comma D are E comma F. Okay. Okay. Now here you can see the similarity. As I told you, just before constructing each and every equality, just you have to see the similarity here, and the similarity is what? You can see first and last part will be added here, and middle two parts will be added here. Just you can see. Okay. So here also the same similarity should be followed here. So here C plus F equals to what? D plus E. D plus equation number 2. Just you can see two equalities are being constructed here. So just now your target is to construct a relation between what? There is a relation between A comma B and E comma F. These two friends. Okay. So before actually proving this thing, whether they have their relations or not, we don't know they have their relations or not. They have these friendship relations or not. Okay. So we have to verify whether they have their relations. Okay. So when this new relation, this new friendship relation between these two friends will be constructed, when this middleman helps him to construct and to build a new relation with this man. Okay. So for this we need to introduce this middleman here. Okay. So the middleman is what? C comma D. Okay. So now now you see, if you want to construct the friendship relation or the any kind of relation between these two order pairs, that means we have to prove. Just you can write, we have to prove A comma B are E comma F. So for getting this proof, which condition needs to be satisfied here? Just this first and last, A plus F equals to B plus E. So if this condition will be satisfied, then the new friendship relation can be constructed between this A comma B order pair and E comma F order pair. Okay. So for that, this relation need to be shown first. Okay. तो यहाँ पर पहले देखो, मुझे यहाँ ये इक्वेशन नंबर 1 और 2 यूज तो करना है. अब ये दोनों यूज करके मुझे ये प्रूफ करना है, because we have to prove. We don't know whether it is a 2 or not. Okay. So now proof part, you can write proof. Okay. Now you can see anyhow we have to get this part. If we'll get this part, then this thing will be proved. The new friendship between A and B and E comma F will be constructed. So now if you add this equation number 1 and 2, just we are checking whether it will be completed or not. Adding 1 and 2. Okay. 1 and 2. Now adding 1 and 2, A plus D plus C plus F equals to B plus C plus D plus E. 1. That means this, add this plus. Now something will be cancelled here. So here I think D cancel. Okay, and this is C actually. C cancel. Now you can see A plus F equals to B plus E. What? That you can see. Now what you have to prove? A plus F equals to B plus E. Okay, so here you can see A plus F equals to B plus E is proved. Okay, so that is A plus F equals to B plus E. So a new relation can be constructed between this A plus F between this order pair, between this A comma B order pair and E comma F. So this new relation is being constructed here. So A comma B are C comma D is there. C comma D are E comma F is also there, and also E comma F, A comma B are E comma F. So if this three order pairs, if this three relation will belong to the same relation set, then this property is called the transitive property as well. So R is transitive. Okay. So here you can see R is reflexive, symmetric, and transitive as well. That's why this relation is equivalence also. So just you have to give the last statement here. R is equivalence relation. Okay, right? So that means this equivalence relation, after that one part is extra here, and that is you have to find the equivalence class of something. Okay, so this equivalence class, this is the actually this separate concept. This is the individual concept. A very important lecture is there for this equivalence class. So for this equivalence class, I will prepare a new video, a new section will be prepared, and the same questions will be done. Up to this part you have to complete. Okay. After this, just to keep some space, just like that. And in this part, equivalence class will be discussed, and after discussing this equivalence class, this part will be filled up. Okay. So this equivalence class, just keep some space for this. Okay. So our next question is, just I think the three questions is given, and this the second question. Okay. Second question. What is the second question? That R is a relation on n cross n defined by order pair A comma B, order pair A comma B are C comma D. This implies AD equals to BC. For all A comma B and C comma D will be chosen from a set, and the set is what? N cross n. N cross n. Okay? So from the natural number, product set of natural number. Okay? So here A comma B, it is your first element, and C comma D, here it is your second element. And the condition is what? AD equals to BC. And the order pairs needs to be chosen from the natural number cross product sets. So here you can see the similarity. In the last question, addition was there. Here the multiplication is there. You can see these two elements will be multiplied, and these two elements will be multiplied. That means whatever the order pairs is going to be chosen in our further step, this similarity should be followed. And the similarity is what? This and this will be multiplied, and that should be plotted in the left hand side. And this middle two elements B and C will be multiplied, and that will be in the right hand side. Okay. So now at first, this reflexive property. Reflexive property. So this reflexive property, this same line have to be written. This AD equals to BC. Okay. So now if two elements are same, A comma B and C comma D, two elements are same that I have chosen, these two elements are same. That means what? In place of C, D, you can put A comma B also. So here, after choosing this similarity, this condition becomes what? In place of C and D, what should I put? A and B. You can see A. In place of B, what should I put here? In place of D, what should I put? B. Here you can see D is there. So in place of D, what should I put? B. Equals to B, C. In place of C, what should I put? A. So I think AB equals to BA. Are they same? AB equals to BA, and both are, I think BA means AB. Multiplication sign is there. So I think it is true. AB equals to AB. Equal sign satisfied. So if the equal sign satisfied, that means what? That means what? In place of order pair C comma D, we can choose order pair A comma B also. So the order pair A comma B related to A comma B. It is true. Exists. So R is reflexive. R is reflexive. Okay? Reflexive property proved. Then the second part is what? Symmetric. Okay? Symmetric. Symmetric property. For this symmetric property, the same line have to be written here. Here, C comma D, AD equals to BC. Now we are going to interchange their positions. Here A comma B order pair both imply C comma D. That means we are interchanging their position. That means in place of AB, CD will come, and in place of CD, AB will come. Okay, so just you can see this A and C will be interchanged, and B and D will be interchanged. So in place of A, what should I write? C. Okay, and in place of D, here A, in place of A, what should I write here? In place of A, C should be put here, or in place of B, what? In place of B, D. Okay, now in place of C and D, A, and in place of D, B. So here CB equals to DA. So this can be written as BC. CB means BC equals to AD. So do you have any kind of disparity between this AD equals to BC and BC equals to AD? I think both the conditions are what? Same. AD equals to BC and BC equals to AD. So this two equality are same. That means what? We can interchange the order pair values also, A comma B and C comma D. That means if you are interchanging the values here, so the order pair, the relation becomes what? The relation becomes what? So C comma D related to A comma B. Here it was given according to the question A comma B related to C comma D. Now we have interchanged their position. That means C comma D will come to this position and A comma B will go to that position. So that means this part is proved. So exists. So R is what? Symmetric. R is symmetric. Okay. And the last part is transitive property. Transitive property. Transitive property. Transitive property. Okay. For this transitive property, as you all know, 3 elements needs to be chosen. And the 3 elements, that means 3 order pairs will have to be chosen here. So that means A comma B, C comma D, and E comma F. 3 different order pairs are chosen from where? This set, because this set is given in the question also. So A comma B, that means friendship between these two and these two. We know they have their friendship also. So R, C comma D, and this implies AD equals to BC. Again, C comma D related to E comma F. They have their friendship, and we can write. You can see the similarity also. As I told you, CF CF equals to DE. Okay, so here equation number 1 and equation number 2. According to the given similarity, just I have constructed this equality. Okay, this relation is not given, but as you all know that in the transitive property, if you have the 3 elements, that means first 2 elements they have their friendship or relation, and from the second 2 elements they have their friendship also. Okay, so now we need to construct a new relation between AB and EF. Eh? I think we don't know whether they have their relations or not, so we need to prove. Okay, so now we have to prove, just write, we have to prove A comma B are E comma F. So for getting this proof, what will be the condition here? Just you can see these two part, AF and BE. AF equals to BE. That means this part should come. So if this part will come, then the relation between the friendship between AB and EF will be constructed. Okay, so before getting this relation between AB and EF, we need to prove this part. Okay, so we have to prove. We don't know whether it is possible or not. Now, proof part. Proof. Adding 1 and 2. No, not adding. Multiplying. Multiplying 1 and 2. Just multiply 1 and 2 here. Okay. So if you multiply 1 and 2, then this part and this part will be multiplied. That is ADCF equals to ADCF BCDE. Okay. Now C cancel, D cancel. Now after that, I think AF equals to BE. Now here it comes. You can see AF equals to BE. AF equals to BE. It means what should I prove here? AF equals to B, and that we have got the same here. AF equals to B. So if this two AF equals to BE, if this condition is satisfied, that means what? That means what? A comma B related to E comma F exists. So if this relation exists, that means what? R is what? That is R is transitive. R is, here you can see R is reflexive, symmetric and transitive respectively. So R is equivalence relation. Okay. So here R is equivalence relation. That means here it proved. So here you can see the different reflexive, symmetric and the transitive property actually is discussed in one question, and here you can see the difference between but the difference between the previous questions and this question is what actually in the last question, in the previous questions whatever we did, the elements was given in the singular form and the set is given in the singular form, but here the elements is in the order pair and the set is the cross product set. Okay, so here the difference between these two elements, these two questions, what? This the basic difference, but the rest of the parts and rest of the calculation algorithm and steps will be same, just like your last questions and just like your previous solutions also. So here just don't be confused. Okay, so just see and just actually hear the lectures very carefully and attentively also, and just you should solve this type of questions, 1 or 2 questions from the books. I think in NCERT this question will not be available, but in the R.D. Sharma and just in various kinds of reference books, I think you will get this type of questions. And I think if you want to make actually clear concept that regarding any topic, that means you need to practice well, and you need to practice the different questions whatever you will see in different kinds of books. Okay, so that means I think in various books that type of questions will be available, and I think you need to practice, you should practice this kind of questions as well, because this I think this type of questions is not so easy, so it is little bit complicated and conceptual also. Just you need to think before getting the solutions here. So in this video, just I have covered these two questions. I will prepare another video. In that part, just I will discuss one basic question and one this type of question and trans-level questions. Okay, so just if you have any doubt regarding these two solutions, just you can ask me in the comment section. And just if you like this video, then subscribe my channel and put the bell icon as well, and the put the like button also. So if you like this video, okay. Thank you. Because the three questions was given, I think, and this third question. This third question is very important, very complicated also. Just you can see the similarity here. You can see the condition here. It's looking it's very scary, but don't be scared. I am here to provide you all the conveniences from my side, so that you will be confident, too much confident in my subject. So mathematics actually, it's not a thing of getting dread. Actually, this subject is very interesting. Just if you love this subject, then this subject will love in return. Okay. So if you are actually practicing all the things, if you are attending the class with proper attention and very religiously, then I think all the concepts and all the things and all the formulas and all the actually algorithms will be clear to you. Then after that, I think this subject is going to be most interesting subject of your life. So just regarding my life, at first actually my favorite subject was physics actually. Okay, so in class 12 I had got I think more marks in physics than mathematics, but actually when I was in class 11. So at first, up to 10, the physics subject, this physics part was too much interesting for me. But after that, in class 11, actually this mathematics subject was becoming favorite of me, because just when I saw different type of questions and different kinds of concepts, and just when I was thinking about the solving of different difficult questions, and my teacher was very efficient, and my teacher was very much actually meritorious also. So my school teacher, Sir Dr. Bhattarji, and she actually he made me actually confident. He made me actually very much hard to do all the questions and all the things, and he used to give, I think, all the solutions, and all, he used to give all the concepts and the topics, and just he used to make clear to every students how to solve this, how to solve different types of questions, and when this kind of solutions, and when these types of algorithms and step will be followed. Okay, different types of questions. So actually, day by day, after getting actually too much guidance from my teacher's side, actually my interest in this subject was becoming higher and higher. Okay. Then after that, in this subject, actually the interest and the motivation was built up. So after that, this when this 12th class was completed, and I got the admission in college, then I had got two honor subjects, and I had got the chance to got the admission in two major subjects, either maths or either physics. Then I had chosen the mathematics subject as well, because at that time, after this 12, I was thinking that the mathematics subject, I think, would be very much fruitful and very much useful for me, because I have some interest in the subject as well. So actually, this making some interest in any particular subject is not so easy. Okay. So if you want to build some interest in one particular subject, then I think you have to spend the time with this subject as well. So after spending too much time with this particular subject, the new motivation and the right encouragement and some inspirations, okay, will be built up in your mind. Okay, so just try to solve different types of questions, different pattern of questions. All the questions are not so important for the board exam. Okay, so if you have the clear aim that in board exam I have to score more than 90%. Okay, very good. Okay, so this 90% all the time actually it will be achievable. It is not true. Okay, so sometime in physics and mathematics, okay, in CBSE board, in various state boards also, this subject questions used to be tricky. Okay, in physics exams also. Just as I think in your I think physics teacher, physics wala, I think in this channel, I think he your sir used to actually give you the suggestion and actually in this physics subjects also, how to actually how to score in this physics subject, and how to actually solve the numericals, and how can you achieve the goal, the aim regarding this physics subject as well. That means for every subject, if you want to be succeeded, if you want to be confident, then you need to spend time with this subject as well, and as so much as possible. So I think after that, every subject will be, I think, easier to everyone. So let me start this this question. R is a relation on n cross n defined by A, B, R, C, D, and this. Just you can see the question also. Just you can write the question first, and after that I will start the solution here. यहाँ पर पहले देखो, यहाँ पर क्या दिया हुआ है? ऑर्डर पेयर A, B, R, C, D implies A, D, B plus C equals to B, C, A plus D. Here it is your given condition according to the question here. Now, here what is the similarity? Just see the similarity first. It is the condition here. The condition is looking like a very scary. I think I know that, but don't be scared. Don't get too much dread about this similarity, about this condition here. So just I can explain each and everything. Okay, just see the lecture and the lecture with proper attention, and just don't miss the steps here. Okay? It is very important. So just you can see, just see the similarity here. It is your given condition. This part will be given in your question also. Just after getting the question, just you have to find out the similarity. You have to figure out the similarity. What the similarity is given in this condition. Okay, just you can see A, B similarity. That means last two this corner elements will be multiplied, and which are left here, middle two elements will be added in this bracket. Okay, it is the left hand side case, and in this right hand side case, middle two elements, I think it was added in the left hand side, but here in the right hand side you can see middle two elements will be multiplied and the corner elements will be added. This is the similarity. So that means in the left hand side, corner elements will be multiplied and middle two elements will be added, you can see, and in the right hand side, middle two elements will be multiplied and corner elements will be added here. That is the similarity. Now you have to use this similarity everywhere. Whenever the new construction, when the relation between these two order pairs needs to be constructed, then the similarity will have to be followed. Okay. Now, reflexive property. Reflexive property. Reflexive property. Okay. Now, for this reflexive property, this part obviously has to be written here. AD, B plus C, and BC, A plus D here. Okay. Now, reflexive. Now, as you all know, for the reflexive property, two same elements needs to be chosen here. Same element means what? That means two order pairs are same here. AB and CD are same. That means in place of CD, you can use AB. Okay. So then I think this condition becomes That means in place of C and D, that means wherever you will get the C and D, just replace the C and D by AB. Okay. So A, D is here. So in place of D, I think B. And then B plus C means what? A. So just you can write in the graph also. Just in place of C, you have to put A. In place of D, you have to put B. Okay. Just because both are same. So here BC, B in place of C, what should I write here? A. And A plus D means what? D means B. Now you can see a new equality is constructed here. Now you tell me, is it equal? AB, A plus B, B plus A, and BA, A plus B. Are they same on the same side or on this both sides? This equality, is it true? I think both the parts are same. But you can see, but actually there is a nuance between the positions on the positions also. So here AB, B plus A, here BA, A plus B. But ultimate result will be same. So I think this condition is satisfied. So this equality is satisfied. So that means we can construct a mapping between two order pairs. Two same order pairs exists. So R is what? Reflexive. R is what? Okay? R is reflexive because the relation between two same elements are there. So if you have the relation between the two same elements, then I think what? The reflexive property holds. So now the next part is, our next part is what? Symmetric property. Symmetric property. Okay. So symmetric property. Symmetric and symmetric property. I think in symmetric property, this order pair, symmetric property A, B, R, C, D, symmetric property. Symmetric property. I think A, B. What is the condition here? AD, B plus C equals to BC, A plus D. AD equals to B plus C and BC equals to A plus C. It is given in the question. Okay. Now we are going to interchange their position. A comma B, just interchanging with this C and D. So that means what? In place of AB, CD, and in place of CD, AB will come. Okay. So just you can see, in place of A, C should be written. Both will be interchanged, and in place of, and this will be interchanged each other. So now you can see A, D. Okay. So at first try to interchange the AB here. Okay. After that, all the things I think it is going to be tough or very much confusing if you interchange all of the things at a time. So just A and B, just interchange this part. In place of A and B, what should I put here? C and D. So this A, in this place C, bracket, B and C is there. In place of B, what should I put here? In place of B, D. Okay, complete. Now this D and C will be interchanged. Now in place of D, what should I put? Just you can see B. Okay, and in place of C, what should I put? The left hand side complete. Now for that, this here you can see B, A, just interchange. In place of B, D, I think just you can see the similarity here. In place of B, B should be put, and then in place of A, C should be put. So in place of C, A should be put, and this D, B. So I think it is our newly constructed equality. Now you tell me, is there any difference between this given identity and our newly constructed identity? Is there any difference between these two? As you can see, you can compare these two things. I think position is changed, but ultimate result is same here. Okay, so just you can rewrite this line A plus D equals to AB and B plus C. This can be written as this also. So I think this and this are same here. Are the same? If they are same, that means this what? This equality holds. That means this equality satisfied by interchanging the order pairs respectively. That means we can interchange AB and CD order pairs. That means we can interchange their values also. So after interchanging, the condition is not going to be changed. And that's why this order pairs can be changed and the symmetric property holds here. So just according to the question, this relation was given. Now you have interchanged CD R AB. Okay, so exists. So R is what? Symmetric. R is symmetric. Okay, symmetric हो गया. अब transitive में जाओ. Transitive और next part transitive property. The same thing for the transitive property. I think as for the transitive property, we need to choose 3 different order pairs from the natural number set. I think according to the question, natural number is given here. N cross n is given. I think n cross n. Okay. So n cross n is given. Now you have, because they have their relation and these two have their relation, but we don't know whether they have these two order pairs, they have the relations or not. We have to prove. So AB related to CD. And what is the condition here? What is the condition? ADB plus C equals to BC plus. It is your equation number 1. Okay. Now these two have their relation CD. Now do you remember the similarity? Just whatever I discussed in the beginning. I think the similarity was what? At first, in the left hand side, the similarity was what? This last corner elements will be multiplied and middle two elements will be added. Just you can follow this the same similarity here. The last two corner elements will be multiplied. It means what? CF. And middle two elements will be added. D plus E. D plus E. You can see. On the right hand side, middle two elements will be multiplied. It's DE and corner elements will be what? Added. That is the similarity. Equation number 2. Okay. Now you need to prove the relation between AB and EF. Now we have to prove AB related to EF, whether they have the relations or not. So now when this relation will be constructed, some condition, after following some condition here. And the condition, what should be the condition here? Just see the similarity. What is the similarity? AF B plus E, just corner multiply, middle to adding. On the right hand side, opposite thing will happen. BE will be multiplied and A plus F. So it should be proved. This part should be proved. We have to come this part for getting the proof as well, for getting the relation between AB and EF. अगर आप AB और EF के बीच रिलेशन बनाना चाहते हैं तो ये कंडीशन तो सेटिस्फाई करना ही पड़ेगा. And the condition is what? AF into B plus E and BE A plus F. Okay? Now चेक करते हैं कि यहाँ पर रिलेशन है कि नहीं. तो चेक करने के लिए हम लोग को ये इक्वेशन नंबर 1 and 2 जो हम लोगों ने बनाया है पहले, वो हम लोग को यहाँ पर यूज करना पड़ेगा. ओके, So कैसे हम लोग यहाँ पर यूज करेंगे? Just see. From 1 क्या है? AD, so AD B plus C equals to BC A plus D. Now just can I write? ऐसे हम लोग लिख सकते हैं, देखो तो BC A plus D by just diagonally, just we have interchanged BC this one, AD diagonally. Okay, so B by BC, B by BC, C by BC, B by BC plus C by BC हम लोग ऐसे सेपरेट कर सकते हैं जहां तक मुझे मालूम है, आप लोगों को भी मालूम होगा. ओके, A by AD, B by AD. Okay, so I think BB cancel, CC cancel, AA cancel, and DD cancel. There is 1 by C plus 1 by B equals to 1 by D plus 1 by A. Equation number 3. ओके, है कि नहीं? ठीक बोल रहा हूँ मैं? ठीक बोल रहा हूँ कि नहीं? अगर मैं ठीक बोल रहा हूँ तो नेक्स्ट प्रोसीड करो. नेक्स्ट वाला बनाओ तो देखता हूँ. देखो बना सकते हो कि नहीं? फ्रॉम 2 C फ्रॉम 2 तो क्या है? CF so D plus E equals to DE C plus, now the same thing, D plus E by DE equals to C plus F by CF. कर सकते हैं? देखो ठीक तरह से देख सकते हो कि नहीं? देखो यहाँ पर हम लोग कितना मेहनत कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, तो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा प्रैक्टिस करो और मेरे चैनल को भी थोड़ा ग्रो करवाओ, शेयर करो हर एक के साथ, फ्रेंड्स, रिलेटिव्स, जो कि 11th 12th का जो कैंडिडेट्स हैं उन लोग के साथ शेयर करो जहाँ तक हो सके. ट्राई करो उन लोग कन्विंस करने के लिए कि ये चैनल में जाओ और ये चैनल में देखो तुम लोग को कुछ फ़ायदा होता है कि नहीं. अगर फ़ायदा है तो वेरी गुड. ओके, सो कोशिश करो ये जितना स्प्रेड हो सके ये चैनल. तो जितना स्प्रेड होगा उतना ही ये चैनल का ये बढ़ेगा. तो ये चैनल अगर यहाँ पर धीरे धीरे बढ़ता रहेगा तो मुझे भी थोड़ा एप्रिसिएशन मिलेगा, मुझे भी थोड़ा एनकरेजमेंट मिलेगा, मुझे भी थोड़ा ये मिलेगा. सपोज तुम लोग का लव एंड अफेक्शन मिलेगा मुझे. और अगर ये क्लास अगर फ्रूटफुल और यूजफुल हुआ सबके लिए, देन आई थिंक it is the very big thing for me, and I'm very glad to see this kind of encouragements. Okay, so for that you need to share and you need to actually convince the other students, those who are staying outside state and those who are staying in different corners of this country. And just through Facebook you can share also. Okay, so I think in Facebook you have the various friends from the different corners of this country. Now if you are sharing my channel with them, I think slowly my channel will be grown up, and after that after some time this channel will be, I think, will be successful. And actually if I'm giving the efforts and I'm giving I'm trying to give you the conveniences, whatever you want from my side and whatever you want from these subjects also. So I think for my concern and from my actually just you need to help me to actually for getting too much appreciations and too much encouragements from different corners of this country. Just like your physics wala. Okay, physics wala, that means he tried a lot, and I think after the long span of time actually billions of subscribers he achieved. Okay, so if and obviously he has the too much efficiency, and just I have seen his classes also. His way of teaching is very unique and very interesting also, and I have seen his classes. So his actually he deserves to be best here. Okay, so just I'm trying to keep the same here. Just in my subject, if you are feeling well in my classes and in my channel, then you should share and you should actually view all the classes and very attentively, and just try to convince and try to actually pass this message that this kind of channels is going on. Just you can join these classes, you can subscribe when this actually the new classes will be announced, the notification will come to your inbox. Okay, so I think it should be better. So if the subscribers, if the actually this is the actually these views will be grown up, then I think no, actually this I will think my classes, I think it is going to be fruitful and it is useful for the students. Actually the students are getting the conveniences whatever they want from this subject, and just I'm actually I'm very much I will very much glad if my channel or my classes will be acceptable for each and every students of this country. Okay, so it is not about the publicity, it is not about that kind of things whatever you are thinking. Just I want you to be grown up, I want you to be shined whatever you want and whatever your aim you have. So for getting your aim and for getting fulfilled your aim, if I can contribute something, then it will be very much glad things for me. And just it is not actually that kind of things. So try to actually share and just follow this channel as well. Then I will try my best to give you the convenience and give you the solution, various solutions as well. Okay. So here you can see d by de, e by de, c by cf plus f by cf. dd cancel, ee cancel, cc cancel, ff cancel. 1 by e plus 1 by d equals to 1 by f plus 1 by c. Okay. Now LCM should be taken here. So I think de, d plus e, and cf, c plus f. Now if you multiply diagonally, then I think just multiply diagonally. Okay. So cf, d plus e, and de, c plus. So I think oh sorry, here actually to this part it should be stopped. Okay. So here equation number 4. No need to solve here. Just in the last part we are going to solve this. Okay. So this equation number 3 and 4. Now our target is to get this part. Now adding 3 and 4. Just add this 3 and 4. 3 and 4 identity. Okay. Add this 2. Add this 2. Then see what will you get here. Just adding 3 and 4. 1 by c plus 1 by b plus 1 by e plus 1 by d equals to 1 by f plus 1 by c plus 1 by d plus 1 by e. Just I have added this equation number 3 and 4. You can see the equation number 3 and 4 was given. So I think something will be cancelled here. Here this 1 by d cancel. So I think 1 by b plus 1 by e equals to 1 by f plus 1 by. Now you can take the LCM here. be, e plus e, and af, a plus. Now diagonal multiply. af b plus e equals to be, a plus. So here it is. I think you need to prove this part here it is proved. So if this condition is coming, that means what? This implies what? There is a relation between AB and so R is what? R is transitive as well. So here you can see R is symmetry, transitive and reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Then what will be the conclusion here? So R is equidistant. Okay, so here it is proved and these 3 questions is completed, and in the next video I will discuss some very interesting questions, and it is not so important for any kind of exams, but it is very, I think in SAT questions in various I think you will get this kind of questions. X is wife of Y, X is wife of Y, and then X is the husband of Y, and that kind of questions is there. And actually this kind of question is very important for making the clear concepts of regarding any topic or regarding any concept. Okay, so after that, just remember whatever I have told, that just share and subscribe and push the bell icon as well, so that my channel will be grown up to the sky high. Okay, so thank you very much, and stay healthy, stay safe. Just let's see what will be happen after this lockdown, and just pray for everyone. Those who are infected by this deadly virus, I think just pray for them. Okay, and those who have lost their life by getting infected by this deadly virus, just pray for them, and just the soul will rest in peace. Okay, so stay safe, don't go outside home. Okay, if you have any urgent work, then use the mask and the sanitizers as well. Okay, so it will be better for you. So if you are using the mask, it is not sure that you will not be infected by this deadly virus, but actually this for this little percentage, okay, actually this precaution should have been taken. Okay, so if you are taking the precaution here, then I think some percentage of getting infected will be less, I think. Okay, so try to understand this situation is going on, which is going on in this country, and I think this lockdown will be continued up to 3rd, and I don't know whether it will be extended or not. Okay, if it is extended, then it will be okay, no problem, because before all the things, our life and this country, man's life is very important. Okay, so as a science students, okay, you need to very much concerned about this situation which is going on in this country, and just you have to make the society, you have to pass the message to the society, to the illiterate people, that you should not use this thing, you should not do such kind of activities, just you have to stay at home, just use the sanitizers, use this mask. Then just let them know whatever you know as a science student, from this microorganism. We can't see these microorganisms as well. So if this kind of enemy, if we are confronting this kind of enemy, then you need to be in the same side. You need to be in the safe side. Okay, just in the defense mode. Okay, you can't fight with this kind of organisms. Okay, so stay safe, stay healthy, and try to share and try to view all the classes with proper attention for the better understanding of this subject. Okay, thank you very much.